find equal fractions and throw common denominators. So let's start with 6/10. I want to just find an equal fraction to 6/10. What can I do to find that? Times by what, Noah?
2.
Okay. But what if Bridger said, oh, you can find an equal fraction if you multiply by 3? And then Noel said you can multiply by 4. And then Bailey said you can multiply by 5. Can you multiply by anything?
Yes.
But what's the number one rule for equal fractions?
If you multiply the bottom, you have to multiply the top.
Yeah. Whatever you do to the top or bottom, you have to do to both, okay? So what's 6 times 2?
12.
And what's 10 times 2? 20. So 6/10 is equal to 12/20. So to find an equal fraction, you can multiply by anything, but the golden rule is whatever you do to one, you do to the other. Okay? Let's take 12/20. Who wants to tell me what? Rylan, what can we multiply by?
6.
Okay, 6. Is Rylan correct?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So what's 20 times 6?
100.
Okay, yep. Because 2 times 6 is 12 when we add our 0. What's 12 times 6? I know that 11 times 6 is 66. Bailey? 6 times 11 is 66. 6 times 12 is 72. So we would say that 12/20 is equal to 72 120ths. Okay?
And wouldn't 6/10 be equal to 72 120?
Yep. Tyler, give me a fraction. Nothing crazy, something simple.
20 of 100.
Shh. I said Tyler. Tyler, go ahead.
20 of 100.
20 hundredths. Okay. Hunter, tell me what we're going to multiply this by to make it an equal fraction or to find an equal fraction. You can pick any number, bud. Well, hold on. We're going to multiply it by something. Up here, we multiplied by 2. Then we multiplied by 6. So let's pick a smaller number. Pick a number like 1 through 5. Or 2 through 5.
3.
Okay, 3. So whatever you do to the bottom, you got to do to the top. So 100 times 3 would be 300. And 20 times 3 would be 60. Okay?
60 300.
Bridger, give me a fraction. Like a smaller one.
A smaller one. 7 50.
Okay, 7/50. Noelle, tell me what we're going to multiply by to make an equal fraction.
4.
Okay, 4. So what's 5 times 4?
5 times 4 20.
20, and then we add our extra 0. And then what's 7 times 4?
28.
28. So an equal fraction to 70/50 is 28 200ths.
You don't have to multiply, you can divide it.
You can, but we're not going to go there yet. 7/50 is 28 200ths. Okay? Would it be correct if I multiplied the 7 by 3 and got 21? No. It has to be the same number.
Unless if you're multiplying it by a fraction, it could be like 7 9ths. At the bottom would be like...
Okay, let's do some common denominator review. So what does common mean? Charlie? Yeah, the same, right? Like if I said Bridger and Noah have the common hair color, that means that they have the same hair color. If I said that Noelle and I have the same common hair color, that means we have the same hair color. Okay? Denominator. So what numbers are our denominators in this problem? 6 and 12. 4 and 9 are called our numerators. We're just talking about denominators. So the easiest way is to make them both the same number, and sometimes it's easier to change the smaller number. So in this case, we're just going to change the 6. So we have to take 4, 6, and make it a common denominator of 12. Okay. How do we go from 6 to 12, Rylan?
Times 2.
Okay. So whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. So what's 4 times 2? 8. So 4 6 has an equal fraction of 8 twelfths. So if we're comparing 8 twelfths and 9 twelfths, which one is greater? 9 twelfths.
All you have to do is just multiply the top one, and if the bottom one is half of the other number, then the other one's gone.
You can do it like that too, but I want to make sure that you guys are understanding how to find common denominator. Okay. Let's do another one. Let's do we have 5/15 and 4/5. Jordan, what are my two denominators? 15 and 5. Bailey, which number is the easiest to change to make common denominator?
4/5.
Okay, I'm going to make 4/5 have a common denominator of 15. Hunter, how do we go from 5 to 15?
4/5 is greater.
Liam, help him out.
3.
Multiply by 3. So the 4 I'm going to multiply by 3. What's 4 times 3? 12.
12.
Okay.
And then 4 times 3.
So now I have 5/15 and 4/5 is equal to 12/15. So which fraction is greater?
4/5.
4/5. Good. Let's do, because I'm recording, let's do 10 twelfths, and we're going to compare it with 15 24s.
The easiest one would be 12.
Okay, hold on. Sophia, what are my denominators?
Your denominators is
12 and 24. Okay. Jackson, which one's going to be the easiest one to change?
10, 12.
Okay, 10 12s. I need to make it to have a common denominator of 24. Jordan, how do I go from... Shh. Zip it. How do I go from 12 to 24, Jordan? So I'm going to do 10 times 2, which is 20. Good. So now Colt, 10 12s is equal to 20 24s. So we're comparing 20 24s and 15 24s. Which one is greater?
10, 12.
10 12s, yes, because it's an equal fraction to 20 24s. Okay. This one's actually one from your homework. It's number 2 from your homework. And it's 2/3, and we're comparing it to 4/5. Right. We need to make them have the same common denominator. And the easiest way to do this is to skip count by 3. So help me. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15.
15. You can get 15 by 5.
Ooh, okay, so let's skip out by 5. 5, 10, 15. So 15 is the least common multiple, meaning that's the smallest number that they have in common. Okay? They have more numbers in common, but it's easiest to do the smallest number that they have in common, which is the least common multiple. LCM, least common multiple. Please make sure you write that down. LCM, least common multiple. So that means that we're going to change each of these to have a denominator of 15. So 2/3 has a common denominator of 15, and 4/5 has a common denominator of 15. So Colton said that we multiply 3 times 5 to get 15. Do you agree? Yes. So whatever we do to the bottom, we do to the top. So this makes it 10/15. Now Rylin said over here we multiply by 3 to get 15. Is that true?
Yes.
So then 4 times 3 is 12. So now we've made 2 equal fractions and we found a common denominator. So what is greater, 10/15 or 12/15?
12/15.
12/15. So that tells us that 2/3 is less than 4/5. Okay?